Hey guys, HW. It's late in the afternoon on Monday, and I've been waiting for the weather to clear because it's been raining all morning. Waiting for the sun to come out, getting attacked by flies at the moment. But as you can see, just stepped out of Milson's Point Station. Gonna head down to McDougall Street and check out the Jacarandas, because I know a few of you were waiting for that. And so have I. I've been waiting for the trees to get heavy with flowers before I get down there. So today's the day. So let's get moving and get down to McDougall Street and see these lovely flowers. I did note, I saw in the paper, as I get attacked by more flies, that some people were describing it as a noxious Brazilian weed. But quite nice looking one anyway. Let's get going. There's a harbour ridge up there. We'll get down these stairs at Ennis Street and make our way down to the turn at McDougall. Now, if these flies keep up, I'm going to have to turn the camera off and go home because it's ridiculous. There was a northerly wind blowing last night. I got home from Coogee about 6:30 p.m. and rather than getting cooler as the night wore on, it actually got hotter. And I think it was because there was a northerly breeze blowing and it was just pushing down all the hot air off the desert and from the tropics up in Queensland. Here we are. We've just turned right into McDougall Street. There was some rain this morning, so that probably helped some of these jacaranda flowers to hit the deck, hit the pavement. But already, have a look down the road there. All the Instagrammers getting their shots in the middle of the street. Must drive the local residents mad having all these people rock up. It might be a noxious Brazilian weed, but geez, they do well in Sydney, don't they? The flowers are pumping. Oh, there's 3 butterflies there. Have a look at these cars here, smothered with flowers. There they are, there's all the gang getting their shots. Some of the flowers still falling now. I hoped I picked a pretty good time to come and check them out. Those birds you can hear in the background are lorikeets. Rainbow lorikeets to be exact. If I see one, I'll point it out. Doubt they'll be sitting in the Jacaranda. I'd say they'll be in one of the other trees. There goes a couple. Oh, look, they proved me wrong. They went and sat in the Jacaranda tree. I don't know whether you can see them flying around up there. They're actually releasing some of the flowers, jumping on the branches and picking them off. That's a nice shot just there. It's just getting bitten by something then. The plan is, after we've had a look at these jacarandas, we'll take a stroll down to the harbour. Get some nice shots down there as well. So I get buzzed by another fly. One of the locals dries off in their car with a look of disgust in their face, wishing all of the happy snappers would buzz off. There's actually some nice shots to take in the park over here as well, but I'm going to skip that. They go back out into the centre of the road again. Wonder how early you got to get down here to have people missing from the photos. Oh, there goes a bush turkey. How you going? Maybe up the staircase there. I think that's the way we might go. Should we? No, we'll go back the same way. I might get lost. Anyway, there you go. There's the Jacarandas in McDougall Street. Alright, we just passed by Milson's Point Station where we started. Here, taking our stroll down to the harbour now. Past all the shops at Kirribilli. Well, we've already passed half of them, but we'll continue on. Bloody flies everywhere again. This is a good little strip just here. It's got a couple of Asian eateries and a burger joint. Just passing by some of the school kids coming from their afternoon sport. Recognise the school uniform of St Aloysius. It's a massive cruise ship going down, coming out of Circular Quay. Hopefully we catch a glimpse of it before it takes off. Coming in on the Iron Horse, coming in past North Sydney Station. Even around North Sydney there was absolutely crap loads of Jacaranda trees in full bloom. There's a Jacaranda tree in bloom in that street there. Pitt Street, but not Pitt Street in the city, Pitt Street at Kirribilli. Might make it down to the harbour before this cruise ship turns around. Another Jacaranda in that person's backyard. Oh, I can see on the back of the boat it's the Royal Caribbean Ovation of the Seas. You wouldn't be able to see on the camera, but all the punters are up on the top deck, all staring over the side, watching the tugboat do its work, getting their happy snaps of the harbour and the harbour bridge. This lady loves cruise ships, she's snapping photos of it. Engine's starting to pump, all the smoke bellowing out the top. Couple of ferries sneaking around the back of it. They don't want to wait for it to turn. Let's get down closer. This dog's enjoying itself here. Hopefully we can still sneak through down here. These flies are killing me. There it goes. Not an easy manoeuvre to whack a big boat around like that in that spot, but they've managed to do it. If you jumped on the back of the boat and ran to the front and then jumped off, you wouldn't have too hard a swim to the opera house. All the disturbance that's made in the water. Looks quite sludgy in the water. It's probably from the rain this morning. There it goes. You always look at those lifeboats, and wonder whether it could actually fit everyone on board inside those lifeboats. I assume it's just the same amount on the other side. But there it goes, the Ovation of the seas. Bon voyage, punters. Let's go and have a look at the sunset while that's still trying to get ahead of steam up. Get around the outside of that wedding party. There you go, looking west under the harbour bridge. Sunshine. Sun heading its way to the west to sunset. That fast ferry from Manly over there whipped around the outside of that boat as well. Had to take the long way around. Normally they'd go really close to the opera house. There's a ferry just parked itself next to the wharf at Luna Park. Yeah, can you see now? Can you see all the punters up on the top deck? Fishermen have set up their little rods here on the sign. There she goes. There's a really old schooner comes in. Might not even be large enough to be called a schooner. Maybe just a yacht. Yeah, I'm glad I came down at this time of day. It's quite pleasant in the afternoon sunlight, breeze blowing off the harbour. The only downside's the flies. Boat's bringing in a few waves now. And there's another Manly ferry, well, compared to the fast ferry, you'd call it the slow ferry or the normal ferry. There it comes. So as we watch the Ovation of the Seas, head past the Opera House, Mrs. Macquarie's chair, as the Manly ferry passes by, the side of it, in between Kirribilli House and the Opera House, I'll say goodbye to you. Thanks for coming on the little skirt around McDougall Street in Kirribilli to have a look at the Jacarandas in bloom. And I'll see you in the next vid. The video is over. Seeing we're walking past, might have a sneaky look at Luna Park as a bit of bonus footage for you. Not much happening in Luna Park tonight, by the looks of it. Doesn't look like it's even got a business event on. It's just all's quiet. That air conditioning there's noisy. There's the Ferris wheel. Probably won't ever go on that again. I've been on that a few times. It scares me now. It just seems too old to be on now. I worry about it rusting and dropping one of the carriages. Oh, Luna Park, just for fun. Just for fun since 1935. Well, anyway, now the video's definitely over. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Yeah, have a good weekend, because by the time you see this, it'll be almost the weekend.